The world's largest online marketplace has hundreds of millions of product listings. Prices change constantly, sometimes multiple times per day. Sellers compete on the same products. Variations, different colors, sizes, storage options, each have their own pricing. If you're tracking competitor prices, analyzing market trends, or building a pricing engine, extracting this data manually isn't just slow, it's impossible at scale. Web scraping. Basically telling software to visit web pages and grab specific data automatically solves this. But this marketplace has one of the most aggressive anti-bot systems on the internet. Today, I'm showing you how to set up a scraping environment that actually survives it. Watch this video till the end. I'll show you a clean scraping setup for marketplace scraping, how to keep your IP and fingerprint clean so you don't get blocked, and how to get 2 GB of free proxies so you can start extracting data with way less risk. Here's the key data you can extract from a product page. Product titles and ASINs, product prices, images, ratings, review counts, product variations like colors, sizes, and storage options. Plus, seller offers from different sellers. This data is commonly used for pricing intelligence, market research, competitor analysis, and automated pricing systems. One important note: stick to publicly available product data, respect the website's terms and reasonable request limits, and avoid collecting any login-protected or personal information. Checkpoint: public product data is valuable, but always collect it responsibly. This marketplace uses a powerful security system that checks every request your browser makes. It looks at your IP address, browser headers, browsing behavior, and your browser fingerprint. If these signals look automated, you can be blocked after just a few requests. In 2026, simple tricks like rotating headers or using free proxies are no longer reliable. For example, one researcher was blocked after only a few product pages using a basic scraper. Switching to a free proxy only triggered CAPTCHAs. But with a residential proxy inside an anti-detect browser, the same scraping session ran smoothly. Checkpoint: modern anti-bot systems check more than your IP. They also analyze your browser fingerprint and behavior. For a heavily protected marketplace, you need a real browser environment because important content like prices, images, and product variations loads with JavaScript. A simple downloader often misses this data. An anti-detect browser creates separate browser profiles, each with its own fingerprint and residential proxy, making every session appear as a different, real user. You can use any anti-detect browser. I personally use GoLogin because proxy setup is simple, browser settings are configured automatically, and running multiple profiles is easy. Now, let me show you my setup in GoLogin. Create a new profile and name it marketplace.us. Add your residential proxy, then click Check Proxy until you see the green check mark. Click Create, then Run. GoLogin automatically matches the time zone, language, and location with your proxy. Before scraping, open ifi.com and verify that IP class equals residential. Fingerprint equals consistent. WebRTC equals no leak. Time zone equals matches your proxy. If everything is green, you're ready to scrape. Now, open the marketplace. Product titles, prices, images, variations, and seller information should all load normally. If ifi shows any warning, regenerate the fingerprint or check your proxy settings. If you're scraping different country marketplaces, create a separate GoLogin profile with a matching local residential proxy for each country. Checkpoint: clean profile, residential proxy, green fingerprint check, and you're ready to scrape. Once the page loads, your scraping script reads the page and extracts the data you need. For example, prices are often stored in separate parts, so the script combines them into one value. It also checks whether a product is in stock before collecting the data. Product variations like different colors or storage options usually have their own product pages, so your script needs to visit each one to get the correct price. Seller information can also be collected, including prices, product condition, and shipping details. To seller I've included the full extraction code with step-by-step explanations in the article linked below. Here, the goal is simply to understand how the data is organized. One final note. Residential proxies cost more than data center proxies, but on heavily protected marketplaces, they're far more reliable and much less likely to get blocked. Even with a clean fingerprint and residential proxy, scraping too fast will still get you blocked. Use randomized delays of 4 to 8 seconds between page loads. Avoid fixed timing because it looks automated. Always start with a small test of around 10 pages and make sure the data is fresh. A soft block is when pages load, but the prices or product data are outdated or repeated. A 429 error means you've sent too many requests and the server is asking you to slow down. Myth 1. A simple download tool is enough. Reality. This marketplace loads important data dynamically, so you need a real browser to collect complete information. Myth 2. Rotating data center proxies is enough. Reality. Data center IPs are detected very quickly. A residential proxy is much more reliable. Myth 3. The default product page shows every price. Reality. Each product variation has its own page and often its own price, so your scraper needs to visit each variation separately. If you're scraping search results instead of product pages, the process is usually a little easier because search pages face less aggressive protection. You can often use slightly faster pacing. The important URL parameters control the keyword, category, and page number. If you're running daily price monitoring, always reuse the same Go login profile for the same marketplace. Over time, the firewall starts recognizing it as a returning user. Creating a brand new fingerprint every session looks much more suspicious. If the firewall blocks you after a small batch, slow down, increase delays to 8-12 seconds, and switch to a fresh residential proxy. If prices look stale or identical across products, you're probably soft blocked. Change your IP, slow your pacing, and verify your fingerprint again. If IFI shows a mismatch or a leak, don't start scraping. Regenerate your browser profile first, then verify everything is green before continuing. The world's largest marketplace uses an aggressive firewall that checks your IP, browser fingerprint, headers, and browsing behavior. To scrape it reliably, you need a real browser, a residential proxy, and a unique browser fingerprint, not a basic download tool. Set up a separate Go login profile for each marketplace, verify everything on IFI, use conservative pacing, and watch for soft blocks. Prices, product variations, and seller offers can all be extracted, but each requires its own approach. And always match your proxy's country to the marketplace you're scraping. If you want to replicate this marketplace scraping setup, to get 40% off and claim the 2 GB free proxies, click my link in the description or the pinned comment. If this helped, hit like. Questions? Comments below. See you in the next one.